Okay, day 11, very late upload. I understand. I called my brother for about an hour, and so we're doing this very late. It is what it is. I went to go to Walmart and Best Buy, and I was looking for a gimbal, like a thing to hold my phone to make real estate videos with, and they had terrible customer service. So I was like, probably just gonna have to buy it on Amazon. But anyways, we're here. We're gonna make this video. I should be in bed, but I'm gonna make this video because I've made it an oath to make a real estate video every single time, every single day. So we're gonna be talking about what I learned today, and every day when I do Ignite training, it's like I learn something different. And I know that's what Keller Williams people want me to say because, Keller Williams and Ignite. But genuinely speaking, it has more to do with the people that I actually meet in the office rather than the actual just training and Keller Williams itself, if that makes sense. So today, we went over a lot about listings. Now, before I even get really into this video, I want this video to be a little bit more generalized and stuff that's going to be more interesting for you guys to listen to rather than me just talking about real estate specific stuff and what I did during my day. So we're going to have a whole portion on that. So I'm going to go blitz through this really fast. So today we really focused a lot on listings. So we learned about listing contracts, which I found out are much easier to read and interpret than purchase agreements. Paperwork for buyers is infinitely more difficult to deal with than listing contracts. Like, it's insane. We learned about how to do a CMA properly, how to actually measure the value of a home. We learned a lot about how to make a listing presentation. So if you're speaking with a seller, you do a presentation to show why they should hire you. Great stuff. We also learned a lot about listing stuff. This entire day has been about listings. So after that, I went ahead and I did some systems development. So I developed my lead generation strategy, or lead generation model, should I say. In the book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, they have 4 models. You got the lead generation model, economic model, budget model, organizational model. So I worked on my lead generation model. I am essentially doing open houses with cold calling. I'm doing 45% cold calling, 30% open houses, and then I'm doing 25% social media, or 100% social media if you want to look at it in that broad sense. So I'm doing 3 lead gen strategies, and the one that's the most proactive for me is cold calling. Cold calling, FSBOs, circle prospecting, going to be my 2 primary things. I've also been working on my economic model. So I've been learning a lot about what numbers I need to hit. I realized that if I want to net $100,000 my first year in real estate, or I guess get to that point after commission splits, I need to do at least 10 transactions with the Westfield average median home price, which will be very easy for me to go above because Westfield homes are easily going for $700,000 where I live. So the average is like $477, and that's what I did to measure. And then I also made the commission 2.6%. It should be 3%. Like, that's what I would like to go through. You can't say that it's like the median standard when you're talking with a prospect, but that's what I did. And then I went back. I went to the gym afterwards, so I trained back and biceps. And then after that, I came here, cooked food, called my brother for an hour. Here we are. So we got that stuff over with. Let's talk about the actual stuff that might find you guys interested. So every day, it's always been, I don't have the results of where I want to get to in my end goal, but I keep getting told that I'm doing the right things. So I'm left in this sense of, am I doing the right thing? Like, should I do this? Should I do that? And everyone's telling me I'm doing the right thing, but I'm constantly changing so often. And today in particular, I was asking a lot of questions about, to the experts, the real estate agents that are in my office. And I'm asking them questions like, you see people come in and out of real estate very often. What have you seen with the agents that stick with it and just stay? Like, what are the common traits of people that succeed in this business? And a lot of it is just sticking with it. It sounds like something I already knew going in here. It's also about being in the office, being proactive, getting involved in Keller Williams stuff with other agents, having other agents know who you are, big aspect. getting your name in front of people. I had this meeting with a lady who works in my office, and she's 55. She's been in real estate for about 15 years. And her backstory was very sad. So I believe it was someone in her family, it might have been her parents, who passed away, and her husband divorced her within 30 days before she got into real estate. So that is sad. But she came back. She got into real estate, and now she's really well off. And her and I had a really good conversation because I asked her, I was like, what do I do? Like, I'm so lost. Like, is what I'm doing right now okay? Like, and she was being very kind, but she wasn't just flattering me. She said, you're going to be just fine. You know, like, I see people do X, Y, and Z, and you're doing everything great. And she mentioned something that I'm going to follow through with. And it was, go on social media and just keep saying, I'm Nicholas Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Nicholas Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Nicholas Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Keep saying that in all my videos, everywhere I go. I am Nicholas Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. And people are going to remember it. You know why I know that works? Because think about Jake from State Farm. Everyone knows Jake from State Farm. Because it's catchy. Jake from State Farm. Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Ponzo's a memorable last name. I'm going to do that, which is why I'm looking into investing in my social media campaign. And I know that it's a really good tactic to use when you're trying to get into real estate. It is what it is. I primarily use Instagram and Facebook. Those are my primary social media strategies. I don't use TikTok ever. But I also know that TikTok's hyper socialized. And, you know, I've also met other agents where I'm kind of like on the fence of, where I'm like, I appreciate and respect them and I love learning from them. I just don't know if, like, this is someone I want to have, like, be my everyday partner, if that makes sense. Like, there's just certain people where it's like, you're going to work with other people better than some other people, and it is what it is. But what I'm thinking about right now is my entire life. Okay, like when I was a child, in my childhood, this is why I hated being a kid. I couldn't control my life. When you're a kid, literally what you get is what you get, and you can't do anything about it. And if you grow up with, you know, rich families and all this stuff, I mean, it could be good. I honestly find it to be a blessing of where I came from. But at the same time, I've also grown up with a lot of abuse from my stepdad, who told me I couldn't be anything, like just absolutely rude, always saying there's something wrong with us. And so it started leaking into my adult life. And so I've always never given myself the chance to be confident in myself, because my stepdad would just rip it away from me anytime he can. And so becoming an adult and doing these things, I'm finally getting people who are successful telling me, like, you're going to do great. Like, you're awesome. The fact that you're doing all these things and we hear you practicing your scripts in the office, you're going to be just fine. It makes me genuinely think that, like, that there is something unique about me in a good way. And I say that because there's this lady that I met, okay, in my training, who's 43 years old. She's been in sales for 10 years. She had a team of 100 people beneath her or whatever. And, you know, she's very nice, and she is, like, very, like, at all on how young I am getting into this industry and how she finds that so great. And bless her heart, that's amazing. Unfortunately, I have to say that there are times when I hear her talk, and it's like when she speaks, she's trying to prove a point on why she knows something. You know what I mean? Like, instances where people will try to prove a point because they're trying to prove that they know something and not look like they're stupid. So they may be like, oh, well, you know, they'll try to prove a point on something, try to teach the teacher. Not to say it's anything crazy, but it's like that stuff, the fact that I just catch on to that is relatively remarkable. And I'll be honest with you. And I see this with my twin brother too, with Vince. It's like, we really are a little bit different. And I think that has to do with the fact that not only are we hyper aware and that we're very future focused, but we also are just very having that eager desire to grow. And so when I go and meet these people in the Ignite training, I genuinely come in telling them, I don't know shit. Tell me everything you know. And like literally just being someone who doesn't know anything. Right? Now, I've gotten told by other agents in the office, but you do know a lot. You're an agent. Like, you know more about homes and real estate than the average person does. And it's like, that's true, but I'm talking about and here's the bottom line here, okay? My expectations for myself are much higher than other standards people hold in real estate. That's why I feel this way. And so when I sit down and talk with people who are way more successful, way farther ahead than I am because I'm new, but I have these certain mindsets that have already been adapted, and I catch on the things that maybe other experienced salespeople don't do, it makes me genuinely feel like there is something unique about me. Not to say it's not something someone can't do, but I'm coming in here with the right mindset. And it's weird because this might not age well at all because, like I said, I mean, real estate's so competitive in Hamilton County. Like, it's insane. But anyways, when I work really hard and I have a plan, I have a blueprint, and I keep working on my strategy, which I am doing scripts still, and I didn't do scripts for the last 2 days, although that's because I'm kind of losing a little bit of direction, but I am doing scripts from 9 to 10 tomorrow. When I set goals for myself and I stay driven, yes, my goals in life are to raise a family, be a great father, be a great husband, be with my friends and family, and be an author and teach people and educate people who are in the same position as me on what I learned. And that has motivated me. But there's something else in particular that has really struck like a fire in my belly that just gets me excited about real estate. And it's, I want to be Rookie of the Year. I want to win Rookie of the Year in the office. And it sounds so dumb because it's like, Rookie of the Year? Like, what does that mean? If you guys don't know what Rookie of the Year is, essentially, Rookie of the Year are agents in Keller Williams who, within their first year, close so many homes in sales volume, and they do a tremendous job in their first year in the business, and they get awarded for it. Right now, it's looking like it's Sean Hartwick, the 317 agent, 30,000 followers on Instagram. He is the most popular social media real estate agent in Indiana, and it's not even close, really. So he's number one. He will likely win. Although they didn't tell me this until I got into the office full time. I started in June, which means I didn't come here in a full year, which means I have until January of 2027 to win Rookie of the Year. Now, it's easy to say this, but it's like, well, what does it take to be Rookie of the Year? Kyle Engel, another agent that I know in the office, he closed $24 million in sales volume his first year. Sales volume, all that means is that the amount of homes that you've sold and their listing prices added up. So all the homes he's helped sell added up to $24 million. So it's a lot of homes. And I know that I'm going to have to close at least 20 to 30 homes if I want to win Rookie of the Year. But at least I know what it takes to be successful and win Rookie of the Year. I know what it takes. I'm not like an idiot that's like, oh, we win Rookie of the Year and not do anything about it. I want to win Rookie of the Year. I want to be 24 or 23 years old. Well, technically the end date will be December of 2026, so I will be 24. I want to be 24 years old and win this because the idea of winning an award that huge and being recognized by everybody in the office and getting to say that to people, and just, it sounds so awesome to me. I don't know if that's my ego talking, but it's like, that sounds really nice. But you know what? You got to do the things that the Rookie of the Year is going to do. And what does the Rookie of the Year do? They work their ass off. Okay, they have systems, and they listen, and they get involved with people in the office. They listen, they implement what they've learned, and they perform at a high level. And sometimes you're going to have a natural talent at that stuff. I mean, unfortunately, that's how it works. Like, you have to have some sort of natural skill. when you start off, if you want to win rookie of the year. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have a natural skill to get good in real estate. It's just if you want to be the best of the best with the rookies, that's what you do. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to be just fine. As long as I keep sticking to it, I don't give up, I keep moving, I'm going to be just fine. But I'll tell you guys what, I believe that what I'm doing right now will motivate people. Because I'm 22 years old. Everyone that gets into real estate, the average age of a realtor is 55. I am 33 years younger than the average agent. And, you know, a lot of people could look at that as a bad thing. And maybe some ways it is. But I will show them that I know what I'm talking about. I read the contracts. I know the market really well. And if they still look at me as a dumb kid and not the expert, they're going to find out soon enough. And that's just how it is at the end of the day. It all matters on how much work I'm willing to put in and what's stopping me. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I literally keep saying this in every single video because it matters. I am just a guy. I am just a guy. And this is my whole life. Like, I can move my camera here. It's kind of gross, I know. This is where I live, okay? This is my home. This is where I live, okay? You see anyone in my apartment? You can't see my bedroom or anything, and there's no one in my bathroom, of course. This is my fucking life. This is who I am. Real estate, like, this is it for me. Okay? Not many people can say that. And you know what? That makes me even more powerful than I thought I was, because this literally is what I live for right now. This is what I live for right now. Okay? And nothing is stopping me from my goals. Now, I gotten told before that you can't expedite this process. You can't expect everything to go in a fast rate. But cold calling has been proven to be a fast track to build your skills, acquire listings, if you do a sheer amount of work, which I will. So what's the plan tomorrow? We're going to talk about tomorrow. What's the plan tomorrow? The plan tomorrow, Ignite training. But before that, we're going to study the MLS, study the market in Westfield, look at what's actively new, look what's sold, look what's pending, what expired, all that stuff. And what that means, we're going to practice scripts. What scripts? Greeting scripts, open house scripts. And it's not necessarily going to be something I write down anymore. I'm just going to try to be as more natural at this point. Strategize on my open house strategies, and also start building on that cold calling. After that, I'll do my Ignite training. After that, I will be ordering social media equipment, and I'm going to look for a dialer. I'm thinking through Mojo, because Mojo has a more of a versatile subscription plan where you don't need to get all the bells and whistles like what Vulcan 7 does. So that's my plan. Okay, I need to stick to it. Stick to it, even if it changes. Stick to a morning ritual. I am not on my phone. I do not get on my phone past 10 now. That is a new goal that I have, and I've been following it. We'll be back here tomorrow. You know, it's going to be earlier, I hope. I hope it'd be earlier. I mean, it's 11:36. I usually am in bed by now. But that's it, guys. It's been Nick. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And let's do this. So, good night, guys. See you later.